Good morning, everybody. Saturday. Oh, look, Elizabeth's here today. This is my microwave. This is not a
Microwave?
I'm done. This is starting well. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you that I had COVID in December, and my ripple effects of that right now is I smell a burnt candle all the time. I can't speak, and all of that kind of stuff. So that was COVID. This is not a microwave, although I called it that.
I know, but I rebuke
It's a microphone.
I rebuke that you can't speak. You speak life. You speak life.
Speaking life. I'm speaking life. Okay. Good land. Okay, so I'm going to try start over. So we are at Canyon Crossings in Sand Springs, and it's a beautiful place for our retreat. And this room is absolutely jam-packed with beautiful. Oh, look.
We're going to show you.
Okay, so look and see.
Well,
look and see that God is good.
Mm-hmm.
Is that in the Bible?
Oh, look at that. It's up. It's not.
She's showing you the upstairs. Oh,
I
here we go.
wonder-
You see Ann and Sue and the back of Nancy's head. She's hiding.
Hi, Nancy.
Let's see, and yeah, I can't really see who else on the Kim, Michelle. Look at those pretty ladies, Leslie, Wendy.
Now, are not Dream Big girls the prettiest girls in the whole world?
Yes, they are. We probably have. We got like 50 ladies here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And so we had a great night last night, and we look forward to a lot of fun, fellowship, and Bible study today. So we're gonna kick this off and get going with our Bible reading today, April 17th, Saturday, and we're in Joshua 15. We're gonna do the entire chapter of Joshua. Okay, so this whole entire chapter is still about the land. We talked about the land yesterday, and God promised them the land. He promised this, and what I still thought about last night is that the land that land is still there. If there's anybody walking on this land today, this is the land that they promised the Israelites. And I think that's so awesome because God's promises stands forever. Okay, so Joshua 1 starts out, the allotment of the clans of the tribe of Judah reached southward to the border of Edom as far south as the wilderness of Zin. And then it gives the description of that. We go on to verse 5, the eastern boundary. It talks a bit about that. Extended along the Dead Sea to the mouth of the Jordan River. Look down at 12, the western boundary. God is so precise in what the instructions that he's given to him. This is your land. It may sound just a little tedious whenever you're looking at all of the description of what they are inheriting, because it can be kind of dry. But think about this: have you ever inherited the land from your parents, your grandparents? You were probably pretty specific on those borders. You probably thought, this is a big deal. Whenever we're looking at the borders, I want every inch of land that is gifted to me. And that's how they felt. And still, they're thinking about, oh man, we went through the sea, we went through the desert, we went through everything, and now here we are. All we have to do is take the land. And so, 13. The Lord commanded Joshua to assign some of Judah's territory to Caleb, son of Jephunneh. I think that's how you say it. So Caleb was given the town of Kirjath Arba, that is Hebron, which had been named after Anak's ancestor. Caleb drove out these three groups of Anakites. And remember, those are probably the descendants or the ancestors of Goliath. They were the big people. They were the scary people. They were the ones that we were afraid of. We felt like grasshoppers in our own eyes. And remember, we felt like grasshoppers in our own eyes, not theirs. And so, at this point, Caleb's 85 years old. We talked about yesterday, how old is too old? Well, you're never too old. You keep moving forward. You can still do God's work. No matter if you can't get up out of a chair, you can call somebody. If you, whatever your talent is, God gave that to you to give to somebody else. So 15 says, from there he went to fight against the people living in the town of Deborah. Caleb said, I will give my daughter, and why would you name your daughter Aksa? You know, I mean, why not Elizabeth? Why not Anne? Why not something just really easy? Well, it probably means something, and I don't know what it means, but that would not have been the top choice for me for that year. And my girls are thanking me right now if they're listening. Okay, so Caleb said he would give his daughter in marriage to whoever attacks and captures them. So here comes Othniel. And of course, you know, we know everybody's related back then, but it was different then than it is now. But Othniel became Israel's first judge after Joshua's death. He played an important role in chasing out the enemy. And Caleb's legend of being, his legacy of being faithful flowed into the next generation. It told me how important it is to have people around you, people to support you, to help you fight those battles. We saw people fighting battles last night when we were here, and we were joining, holding hands. And you know what? This battle is not for you to fight alone.
That's right.
Join hands and move forward, because there's still land that you have to capture. It's yours. It's yours. God gives you some action you have to do, and you march forward. So on down to 20 through the end of that chapter is the cities and the villages and regions that's occupied by the tribe of Judah. And that's a whole bunch of cities that nobody asked me whether they should name them that way or not. They were more than 4 letters. And so I'm not going to say any of them. We're flipping the page. We are just quietly flipping the page to the next part of the chapter. Oh, well, look at this. I'm going to call it done. We're going to hit 63. All right. I have people laughing in the background, and I don't know if you can hear that or not, but, you know, that's how these people are when I'm talking. Okay. 63 says, but the tribe of Judah could not drive out the Jebusites who lived in the city of Jerusalem. So the Jebusites lived there among the people of Judah today. Again, they didn't clean out their house. If God tells you to take and conquer that whole area, He didn't say, but just leave that one part of your heart filled with something. Let's get it all out of there, and let's fill it back up with me.
Yes.
If you don't fill it back up with me, then something else is going to get in there. Then that's not going to be of God. Okay, let's move to Luke 18 through 43. Oh, this is really good. I'm glad I'm getting to do this by myself. What? Elizabeth is sitting right here by me, giving me words of encouragement. Okay, so this is good. Once a religious leader asked Jesus this question, and it says a religious leader because those Pharisees and people like that want to know exactly what this is. They said, "Good teacher, what should I do to inherit eternal life?" And Jesus says, "Why do you call me good? Only God is truly good." I want to stop there for a second because this has intrigued me for a long time. What's good? You know, when I'm talking about something, I'll call one of my friends and say, "This is the most awesome thing I've ever seen. This is absolutely great. She looks wonderful." Have I ever said good because I thought good was second to great? I thought good was better than normal because I've told people before, what's a great idea today, tomorrow is a good idea, and the next day is normal. Everybody's used to it. got my other Bible here. So I got to be careful that I don't lose my ink pen and my lipstick. But anyway,
Your lipstick looks pretty.
I had my lipstick there today. Okay, so look at, and I'm going to go back really quick to Genesis 1. And God said, let there be light, and there was light. And he said the light was good. He didn't say it was great, awesome. God had all of those words in his godly dictionary, didn't he? Mm-hmm. He said, let the waters, let there be an expanse between the waters. He did all of that, and he said it was good. He talked about everything he created. He said it was good. And I've decided I've used good in the wrong context because God used good. And I thought that was mediocre.
That is so good.
That's not. It is good,
That
Elizabeth.
is so good.
That's good. So now then, why did they? Jesus said, "Why do you call me good?" And so only God is truly good.
That's good.
It is good. I know it. We could stop right there and just talk about good to great. I've got a book called Good to Great. And it should have been great to good. I think. I don't know. He didn't call me either when he wrote that. Number 20, but to answer your question, you know the commandments. You must not commit adultery. You must not murder. You must not steal. You must not testify falsely. Honor your father and mother. And this man said, I've obeyed all of these commandments since I was young. I mean, he hadn't killed anybody. And Jesus heard this answer and he said, there's one thing you haven't done. Sell all your possessions. He didn't say to sell everything you have out in your shop that your husband has brought home from garage sales. He didn't say go get into the closet and dig all of that stuff out and just sell all your husband's stuff that you think is not necessary. This sounds like I'm making a joke, but some of that's really serious. For other people, Steve, I'm not talking about you. And so, sell everything and follow me. And how hard is it to lose those things? You look at it and you think, oh man, that's got some sentimental value. My husband gave me this pen. I can't sell that pen. I could probably sell it for a lot of money, but I'm not going to sell it. I'm going to put that in my pocket. They will never know. But the man, when he heard that, he became sad because he was rich. And when Jesus saw that, he said, how hard is it for the rich to enter the kingdom of heaven? We're talking about kingdom of heaven again. In fact, it's easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich person to enter the kingdom. And you know what? Yeah, Jesus liked to use something to just, a picture. How funny is that? I mean, he used a camel because that's what they had. And we obviously know a camel cannot go through an eye of a needle. So obviously, it's super hard to be rich and go into the kingdom with that mindset. Money was an idol for that man. Number 26, those who heard him said, then who in the world can be saved? How in the world does this happen? I got good stuff, Elizabeth. I've got good stuff. I got to keep it because somebody might need it. He replied, what is impossible for people is possible for God. Isn't that awesome? Peter said, we've left our homes to follow you. Leave it. Just leave it and go. Drop it, and go. Go on down to 31. Now, Jesus is announcing his coming fate. Taking the 12 disciples aside, Jesus said, listen. Nancy, is that kind of like Shema? Listen. Nancy taught me that. We're going up to Jerusalem where all of the predictions of the prophets concerning the Son of Man will come true. He will be handed over to the Romans, and he will be mocked, treated shamefully, and spit upon. They will flog him and whip and kill him, and on the third day he will rise again. But they didn't understand. How could they know? This makes no sense. This is a nice man. He's going to be our king. Why would anybody do that? They just didn't get it. They couldn't see or understand the truth until God has opened their eyes. So verse 35. As Jesus approached Jericho, a blind beggar was sitting beside the road. When he heard the noise of the crowd going past, he asked what was happening. And they told him that Jesus the Nazarene was going by. So he began shouting, Jesus, son of David. Now, how did he already know that was Jesus, son of David? I mean, he knew, didn't he? Be quiet, the people in front of him yelled. Man, I wouldn't want to be that person that told somebody to be quiet when they're calling out for Jesus. Like, this isn't the time to do that. He's busy. He's on the way to be crucified. But he only shouted louder, Son of David, have mercy on me. And he didn't say, Son of David, help me, heal me, or anything. Have mercy on me. When Jesus heard him, he stopped and ordered that man to be brought to him. As the man came near, Jesus asked him, what do you want me to do for you? Lord, he said, I want to see. He just wanted to see. Jesus said, all right, receive your sight. Your faith has healed you. So many times we have something going on in the physical, in our body. We talked about that last night. Where's my friend Kat? We sometimes, and most of the times, we get a report. Something happens to us. And we think, oh man, what doctor am I going to see? I'm going to go to a specialist. I got to Google it. I got to see who's the best for whatever my situation is. But Lord, I just want to see. Let my Father heal me. Instantly the man could see, because Jesus said, all right, your faith has healed you. Okay. He could see, and he followed Jesus, praising him. And all who saw it praised God too. It was a testimony. He let it be known what was going on. Oh man, that was awesome. That was an awesome one. I think this was my favorite one today. Okay, let's go to Psalms 86. Let me look at my time. Oh, I've got a little bit of time, don't I? Okay, Psalms 86. This is a prayer of David. Verse 1 says, bend down, O Lord, and hear my prayer. Answer me, for I need your help. Look at that. He asked God to bend down to him and listen. He knew God was up higher than him. He's below him. He needs him to reach out for him. Verse 2, protect me, for I am devoted to you. Save me, for I serve you and I trust you. Do we all 100% trust? We know that it says it in my Bible. Every Bible I have, it says to trust it. In every Bible I have, it tells me that he loves me. I should trust him. Be merciful to me, O Lord, for I am calling on you constantly. I think we've learned that it says to pray continuously. It doesn't just say to pray once in a while. It pray today. Have you already said your prayers today to cover you for the rest of the day? You may have to say another one mid-morning, and you may have to do it mid-afternoon. You may have to thank God for how everything is going so well in your life right now. Look at verse 11. It says, teach me your ways, O Lord, that I may live according to your truth. Grant me purity of heart so I may honor you. I highlighted that one too because I just want him to teach me. I want to know him. I want to know him more. I want my faith to grow. I want to know him. Look at verse 13. Oh, and our theme, I don't know, do you remember us saying yesterday? Our theme is loved. Verse 13 says, for your love for me is very great. Everybody that can hear my voice, I want you to highlight that so you will never forget. Your love for me is very great. He created you. He knew you before you were born. He loved you before your feet ever hit the ground. He loved you. Let's go on down to the end of that, 17. Oh, look, no, let's back up to 16. Look down and have mercy on me. Give your strength to your servant. Save me, the son of your servant. I want him to look down and have mercy on me too. I need that every day. Sometimes I get all caught up in myself and poor me. And you know what? I need to have that prayer time with him, and I need him to look down and touch me. 17 says, send me a sign of your favor. Then those who hate me will be put to shame. For you, O Lord, help and comfort me. And that's every day. Every moment of the day. He is helping me. He is with me. And he's not only with me, because he's everywhere. And he's with you. Proverbs 13, 9 through 10. The life of the godly is full of light and joy, but the light of the wicked will be snuffed out. Let me say that one again. I love that one. The life of the godly is full of light. So get into your word. Find a good church to be with. Go to a ladies' retreat. I think that would be dynamite. I mean, you know, you've got ladies all around you that's probably experienced some of the same things that you've done, or even in your small group. Do you have a life group that you can be a part of? And you can have that. You've got people that can lift you up. That those days that you're feeling down and you just don't feel like that you can even crawl out of bed, if you've got that person that might be like me, I might knock on your door, I might come in your house, and I might pull you out of your bed and get you dressed, and we're shopping. Give me a call. Pride leads to conflict. Those who take advice are wise. Never, never, never think that your advice is the only thing you need to listen to. Because my advice is not always the best for me. So, my friends, it's been a dynamite morning. It's a little chilly here, but it is going to heat up here in a little bit when we get singing and just enjoying just basking in the sunshine of our Father.
Amen, amen.
All right. Love you guys. See you tomorrow. Have a blessed day. Talk to you later.